with no shortage of sayings, though Gabby and her siblings tended to suspect he may have made most of them up himself. Gabby's lackluster state could be attributed to the fact that things in her personal life weren't exactly going great. She'd broken up with her fiancé Malcolm a year ago. Her only current prospect was Milo Blumenthal, the managing partner in her practice, with the soft middle and the pale, pale skin, who brought stinky sandwiches to work and had asked her out twice the previous week. Plus, she was a few months shy of 31, which wasn't old by any means, but made her wonder if everything she wanted in life was going to pass her by. Love, children, and something she wanted desperately but couldn't even describe. A sense that she was in the right place, doing the right thing with her life. She felt as if she was performing in the expected fashion, and to everyone looking in, she was doing great, fantastic. So why didn't she feel that way?
"We'll talk more about what's wrong with you at Sunday dinner," Nona said.
"Can't wait," Gabby said with a forced smile. Sunday dinner was Nona's solution to everything. It had been a tradition in Gabby's family for generations, and everyone knew attendance wasn't optional. Even when her brother Rafi had broken his leg a few years ago, they'd relocated it to his hospital room. No kidding. Through the glass panel of her office, she could see Milo pacing in the hall, glancing at his watch. He tapped on it and mouthed, "Time is money." Gabby glanced at her own watch, gave him a little wave, and smiled sweetly. Her family was more important than Milo's obsessive timekeeping. Plus, it was after 5 o'clock and he could stick it. Nona stood, lifted a large shoe box from the floor, and placed it on Gabby's desk.
"This is why we're here. I want you to look through these for me."
Gabby took the heavy box and shook it. She could hear papers shifting from side to side. "What's in here, Nona?"
"My fortune,"
Nona pronounced. Gabby exchanged glances with Rachel before taking off the lid and flipping carefully through the top items in the box. Old bank statements, a CD for $5,000, an old life insurance policy for $100,000. Gabby tended to have a disproportionate number of elderly clients who wanted to get their wills in order, many of whom saved their important documents in shoe boxes, just like this one. She wasn't quite sure why she was a magnet for the good, decent people of her town, who needed their wills drawn up but would never be big moneymakers for the firm, much to Milo's chagrin. But she loved chatting with them, or sometimes just listening when they needed someone to talk to. Something sparkly from the bottom of the box caught her eye. A gold chain with a pendant, but not just any pendant. A trapezoid-shaped piece of white marble with gray veins. Nona's family was originally from Tuscany, near Carrara, and the pendant clearly looked like it was carved from a piece of Carrara marble.
"That's for you,"
Nona said. "Oh, what is it?" Gabby asked, holding it up to see.
"It's for finding the love of your life."
Gabby narrowed her eyes. She was known among her siblings as the romantic one in the family, but she could never top Nona's often fantastical romantic leanings, such as her staunch belief in their town's legend. The centerpiece of their little town of Angel Falls, Ohio, was a beautiful bronze statue of 2 angels whose arms and wings joined together to form a big heart. It was stationed at the head of the bridge that was built over the lovely falls the town was named for. Legend had it that any couple who kissed in front of the angels, tossed a coin into the water, and had their picture taken, would have true love forever. Tourists came from all over to spend a day in the quaint town, shop the Main Street shops, dine in the cute restaurants, and, of course, get their picture taken. She didn't really believe the legend. It was more for the tourists anyway. Once she'd tried to get Malcolm to throw a coin in the water to cement their love for all eternity, but he'd laughed at her and said it was too silly. Good thing in retrospect. But this tale, She'd never heard it before from Nona.